Have you ever woken up feeling invincible, only to realize that the first few hours of your day could be silently plotting against your brain, like a hidden thief slipping through the cracks of your routine? Picture this: you're pouring coffee, scrolling emails, and rushing out the door, unaware that dehydration is thickening your blood. Stress is spiking your pressure, and a sugary breakfast is inflaming your arteries, all stacking the deck for a stroke that strikes without warning. But here's the game changer. Neurologists, the brain experts who see strokes up close every day, rarely fall victim themselves because they've mastered 7 simple morning habits that take less than 20 minutes total and slash your risk by fortifying your defenses from the inside out. I'm Dr. Andre Wambier, cardiologist, and in this video, I'll walk you through each one, backed by cutting-edge 2025 research from sources like The Lancet and the American Heart Association, showing exactly how hydration kickstarts your flow. Gentle stretches awaken your circulation. Blood pressure checks catch silent killers. Anti-inflammatory eats nourish your vessels. Calm breathing tames cortisol chaos. Micro-movements break the sedentary trap, and stick around till the end for this mind-blowing secret. Why flossing isn't just for your smile, but could cut your stroke odds by up to 44%. A neurologist hack so overlooked, it's practically a superpower waiting for you to claim it. Hit play, grab a notebook, and let's turn your mornings into a stroke-proof fortress. Your brain's counting on it. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Habit number 7. Kickstart with immediate hydration upon waking. Let's dive right in with the simplest yet most powerful step you can take first thing in the morning: hydrating your body right after you wake up. It might sound like basic advice. Heck, it is basic. But don't let that fool you. It's absolutely fundamental to your brain's defense against stroke. In fact, overlooking this one small action could be the difference between smooth sailing through your day and unnecessary risks piling up before breakfast. Think about what happens overnight while you're catching those Z's. As you sleep, your body quietly loses water through breathing and subtle perspiration. Even in a cool, air-conditioned room, you're exhaling moisture with every single breath, turning that precious hydration into vapor. By the time your alarm buzzes or the sun peeks through the curtains, most folks wake up mildly dehydrated, even if you don't feel parched yet. Thirst? That's your body's late alarm system kicking in. By then, you're already playing catch-up, and your system is stressed. Now, picture your blood without enough H2O. It gets thicker, more viscous, like warm syrup instead of a smooth, flowing river. This isn't just uncomfortable, it ramps up the workload on your heart, which has to pump harder and faster to keep everything moving through narrowed pathways. Poor circulation in those early hours spikes the odds of tiny clots forming. Those sneaky troublemakers that can break loose, travel upstream, and block a brain artery, triggering a devastating stroke. It's a chain reaction that starts small, but can escalate fast if you're not proactive. Science backs this up big time, and it's not some fringe theory. I've got a whole video dedicated to drinking water first thing on an empty stomach. Check it out if you haven't already, because the details will blow your mind. Recent studies, including groundbreaking ones published in the European Journal of Nutrition, hammer home that staying adequately hydrated is key to overall cardiovascular health. It helps regulate blood pressure by keeping vessels flexible and ensures smooth blood flow, directly slashing the risks of clot formation and arterial strain. Even more compelling research from the National Institutes of Health has linked consistent, better hydration habits to significantly lower odds of heart failure in long-term population tracking, showing how this simple ritual ripples out to protect your entire circulatory system. So, how do you make this effortless and unbreakable? Start tonight. Keep a glass or your favorite reusable bottle filled with fresh, cool water right on your nightstand. No excuses, no snoozing past it. Before you even think about grabbing that steaming cup of coffee, scrolling through your phone notifications, or stumbling to the bathroom fully down that water, aim for about 7 to 10 ounces to start. It'll supercharge your system, flushing out overnight toxins and rehydrating cells from the inside out. Feeling ambitious or extra thirsty? Go for 2 glasses back to back. Pro tip: if plain water feels a tad boring on some days, add a fresh squeeze of lemon for a zesty kick or a slice of cucumber for subtle refreshment. But keep it simple and natural, nothing sugary or artificial. Bottom line, don't wait for thirst to nag you like an unwelcome guest. It's your body's SOS signal that dehydration has already set in. Hydrate proactively, right from the get-go, and you're already fortifying your arteries, easing your heart's burden, and giving your brain the fluid foundation it needs for the day ahead. Your brain will thank you with clearer thinking and fewer hidden risks lurking in the shadows. Habit number 6. Gently wake your body with stretching or a light walk. After spending the night horizontal, tucked under covers, your body's circulation is naturally sluggish. Muscles a bit tight, joints feeling creaky, like a well-oiled machine that's been parked in the garage overnight. Jumping straight out of bed and diving headfirst into your routine. Whether that's firing off work emails, tackling household chores, or hustling through the morning rush, adds needless strain to your system, jacking up stress hormones and blood pressure right when your body's still shaking off sleep. It's like revving an engine cold. Things grind and wear out faster. Instead, ease yourself into the day with some gentle movement. A quick stretch session or a stroll jumpstarts blood flow to your brain, muscles, and extremities, delivering oxygen and nutrients where they're needed most. Over time, this consistent practice builds real resilience in your blood vessels, stabilizes your pressure levels, and meaningfully cuts down on stroke threats by keeping everything limber and responsive. It's essentially your daily tune-up, preventing the rust and stiffness that come from inactivity. Ever start a car on a chilly autumn morning and immediately floor the accelerator? Nah, that's a surefire way to stall out or cause long-term damage. You let it idle for a bit, warm up the engine gently. The same principle applies here. Morning mobility lubricates those joints. Think of them as your body's intricate gears, and gets oxygen-rich blood pumping steadily before life really revs up and demands more from you. The American Heart Association couldn't agree more. They emphasize that regular physical activity is a cornerstone in warding off heart disease and stroke. No question about it. And here's the best part. You do not need to launch into boot camp or high-intensity intervals. Light, intentional stuff counts for huge gains. Research published in prestigious journals like Circulation shows that even scattered bouts of easy movement spread throughout the day can boost vascular health dramatically and lower overall risks, proving that consistency trumps intensity every time. No fancy gym equipment or memberships required to get started. If you're still cozy in bed, easing into the day from there, reach your arms high toward the ceiling as if greeting the sun. Twist gently from side to side to loosen your spine, or pedal your legs in the air like you're cycling through an invisible meadow. Once you're up and at 'em, try rolling your neck slowly in circles to release tension, making wide arm circles to open your chest, or bending forward for a soft toe touch. Always gentle. No forcing it if your body protests. Or, if the mood strikes, pace slowly down your hallway, step out onto the porch for a breath of fresh morning air, or circle your living room while pondering your plans. The key is to listen closely to your body. If something twinges with pain, back off immediately and adjust. The goal isn't fireworks or exhaustion, it's smooth flow, awakening your systems without overwhelm. Move mindfully like this, and you'll set a positive, energized tone that carries you through whatever the day throws your way. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 zuhören, 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Habit number 5, check your blood pressure. First thing in the morning. Here's a wake-up call that might jolt you more than your coffee. Strokes tend to peak in those vulnerable first hours after dawn, typically between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m., all thanks to that infamous morning blood pressure surge fueled by cortisol's natural wake-up jolt. I dove deep into cortisol's double-edged sword in a recent video. Highly recommend giving it a watch for the full scoop. Fast forward to 2025, and with the American Heart Association reporting over 165,000 stroke-related deaths in the U.S. just last year, this isn't abstract trivia. It's a pressing reality that demands your attention. Hypertension or high blood pressure remains the undisputed top culprit behind strokes worldwide, according to mega-studies in The Lancet that leave no room for debate. It's silently eroding your arteries until one day, boom, a vessel ruptures in a hemorrhagic event, or plaques build up and clog the flow in an ischemic attack. The scariest part of all? It often whispers its presence. No pounding headaches, no obvious warnings, just stealthy damage accumulating year after year, like interest on a bad loan. That's why home monitoring emerges as your ultimate secret weapon, empowering you with data over dread. It's like routinely inspecting your home's plumbing system before the pipes groan under relentless high pressure. Ignore the signs, and you're gambling with a flood. Head to your local pharmacy or online for a validated digital arm cuff. Skip the cheaper wrist models, as they can be notoriously inaccurate for consistent readings. Follow this straightforward protocol to get reliable numbers. Right after using the bathroom but before sipping coffee, popping any medications, or eating, settle into a chair and sit calmly with your back supported. Rest your arm at heart level on a table. Cuff snug, but not tight. Take the reading, then log every detail. The date, exact time, systolic over diastolic values, and your pulse rate. Make this a staple in your routine, sharing those logs with your doctor at every checkup. Spot one elevated number? It could just be a fleeting spike from a restless night. But if you're seeing patterns creeping consistently over 130, 80 mmHg, that's your yellow alert waving. Time for lifestyle tweaks or closer watch, hitting 140/90 or higher regularly. That's red flag territory. Schedule that urgent chat with your MD without delay. Don't brush this off as just another chore. Knowledge truly is power here. Consistent tracking transforms vague worries into actionable management, putting you firmly in the driver's seat of your health. Habit number 4. Fuel up with an anti-inflammatory breakfast. Breakfast isn't merely the meal that breaks your fast. It's a pivotal fork in the road for the health of your arteries, setting the tone for inflammation levels and blood flow all day long. If you load it up with sugar-laden bombs, trans fats, and refined carbs, like a stack of toasted white bread slathered in buttery margarine, a mug of overly sweetened coffee, those sneaky juice cartons packed with hidden fructose bowls of frosted cereals drowning in milk or a quick pastry grab, you're inviting chaos. Cue wild insulin spikes, sudden blood pressure jumps, and inflammation flare-ups that rage through your system. Your vessels absolutely hate this assault. It accelerates plaque buildup, narrowing pathways, and inviting trouble. Flip the script entirely by choosing a breakfast that's thoughtfully packed with fiber, quality proteins, and heart-smart fats. These choices work in harmony to steady your glucose levels, tame pressure fluctuations, nourish the delicate endothelium lining your blood vessels, and keep you satisfyingly full, which naturally curbs those impulsive mid-morning snack attacks that derail your progress. The evidence? It's ironclad and abundant, drawn from rigorous global research. A comprehensive meta-analysis in the British Medical Journal, BMJ, directly ties regular consumption of whole grains, like hearty oats, to dramatically slashed cardiovascular risks, showing how they buffer against artery-hardening processes. The American Heart Association preaches this gospel tirelessly. Dial down added sugars, saturated fats, and excess sodium while ramping up fiber intake to forge unbreakable armor for both your heart and brain. Crafting your ideal plate doesn't require culinary wizardry, just smart swaps and priorities. Start with vibrant fruits for natural sweetness and antioxidants. Think juicy papaya slices bursting with enzymes, a ripe banana for potassium punch, or creamy avocado for silky texture and mono-unsaturated goodness. Layer in whole grains that deliver sustained energy. Steel-cut oats simmered into a comforting porridge, or slices of true 100% whole wheat bread, toasted to perfection. Boost with lean proteins that rebuild without weighing you down. Poached or boiled eggs for complete amino acids. Plain Greek yogurt swirled with berries, or a scoop of fresh, low-fat cottage cheese sprinkled with herbs. Finish with good fats that lubricate from within, a generous handful of crunchy walnuts or almonds for omega-3s, or a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil over your eggs for anti-inflammatory flair. Of course, dodging the pitfalls is half the battle. Scrutinize those labels like a detective. Sugars lurk in so-called healthy yogurts, fruit juices masquerading as pure, and even innocent-looking cereals. Ruthlessly skip processed meats like ham slices or deli turkey breast, which are notorious sodium bombs that swell you up and strain your system. And beware of fake whole grains sneaking onto shelves. Always flip to the bread label and confirm the very first ingredient screams. Whole wheat flour. If it's just enriched wheat flour, or some refined imposter leading the pack, leave it right there at the supermarket. It's a clever trap designed to fool the unwary. Eat this way, and you're not just starting strong, you're actively building a fortress around your brain with every bite. Your breakfast either fortifies your defenses or subtly undermines them. Choose wisely and watch the benefits compound. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Habit number 3. Hit pause on stress with morning calm. Modern life hits like a non-stop pressure cooker, doesn't it? One moment, your eyes flutter open to the soft light of dawn, and bam! The avalanche begins. Bills stacking up on the counter, deadlines looming like storm clouds at work, endless to-dos swirling in your head like a chaotic brainstorm. This dawn-of-the-day frenzy unleashes floods of cortisol, that once helpful stress hormone, morphing it into a toxic overload that lingers and lingers. The fallout is brutal. Skyrocketing blood pressure that strains every vessel, wonky blood sugar swings that destabilize your energy, and body-wide chronic inflammation that acts like sandpaper on your arteries. All proven artery assassins that hike your stroke odds higher with each passing day. No wonder those frantic starts leave you feeling worn down before noon. It's immense, unnecessary wear on a system still booting up. But hold up. This isn't fluffy self-help talk or motivational fluff. It's grounded in wired, evidence-based science that you can bank on. Comprehensive reviews in JAMA Internal Medicine prove beyond doubt that simple mindfulness practices curb stress effectively, polishing key cardiovascular markers like blood pressure and inflammation levels for measurable improvements. Harvard Health Publishing chimes in loud and clear, too. Even basic deep breathing techniques, done right, can dial down pressure almost immediately, offering a quick reset for your nervous system. Here's how to hack it into your routine without overcomplicating things. Before reaching for your phone to doom-scroll news, before brewing that first pot of coffee, or diving into any other distraction, just pause. Seek out a pocket of quiet. Maybe the edge of your bed, a sunny windowsill overlooking the yard, or even your favorite armchair. Eyes gently shut if it helps, or keep them softly focused ahead. Inhale deeply through your nose, feeling the cool air fill your belly and chest like a gentle wave. Then exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing tension with a soft whoosh. Anchor your awareness right there on the rhythm of your breath, letting it become your anchor in the storm. If your mind wanders, and it will, to grocery lists or yesterday's argument, there's no shame in that. Just reel it back gently, without judgment or frustration, like coaxing a curious puppy. This tiny ritual might seem small, but it's a massive shield against the chaos, creating space for calm that radiates through your hours. Breathe in peace, exhale the frenzy. Make it non-negotiable. And you've reclaimed your morning, stepping into the day with clarity instead of clutter. Habit number 2, map out micro-movements to ditch the sedentary trap. Sitting has earned its grim nickname as the new smoking when it comes to wrecking your circulation. Those endless desk marathons glued to screens, couch binges lost in shows, traffic jams idling in your car. It's a disaster, even if you squeeze in an evening workout session. Prolonged stillness tanks blood flow in your legs dramatically, slows your metabolism to a crawl, and brews up clots in ways that are particularly brutal for anyone stroke-prone, turning idle time into invisible danger. The data from circulation is downright damning. Too much time in sedentary mode amps up risks for cardiovascular diseases, including stroke, with links that hold firm across populations. But there's a gleaming silver lining in the same body of work. Those short strategic breaks from sitting can reverse the tide, delivering vascular health wins through nothing more than mere interruptions. Proof that small actions punch above their weight. Time to shift your entire mindset here. This isn't about adding mega exercise blocks to your calendar. It's an anti-stillness strategy woven into your fabric. Right there in the morning haze, as you sip your water or stretch awake, scan your upcoming schedule with fresh eyes. Is today heavy on Zoom calls that pin you to the chair? A commute crawl through rush hour snarl? An evening Netflix marathon queued up? Slot in those active breaks proactively now. Set the alarms on your phone to chime reminders at strategic intervals. Every hour or so, when that nudge hits, rise, stroll through your rooms or office corridors, fetch a fresh glass of water from the kitchen, a perfect combo with our first habit for double impact. Roll your shoulders in easy circles to loosen knots, or tackle a short set of stairs if one's handy nearby. Remember, that one solid hour at the gym later won't magically offset hours of straight-up sitting. It's the chain you need to break, fragmenting the stillness to keep blood moving freely. And that morning planning ritual? It's the secret sauce, locking in your commitment and skyrocketing the odds you'll actually follow through amid the day's distractions. Embrace moving often and sitting less as your mantra. Your veins will thank you with freer flow, fewer clots, and a body primed for whatever comes next. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Habit number 1, the game changer's secret. Mouth guard, daily flossing for brain protection. We've saved the top spot for what might just floor you. Flossing? Yep. That unassuming little string of dental floss packs a stroke-punching surprise that's as humble as it is heroic. I bet it left you open-mouthed. Who on earth connects something as routine as teeth cleaning to preventing brain bleeds? But the science that weaves these connections? It's crystal clear, increasingly robust, and downright compelling in ways that could rewrite your oral care game. It all brews right there in your gums, the unsung gateway to your body's inflammation highway. When they're inflamed from gingivitis or full-blown periodontitis, and let's be real, this affects roughly half of all adults at some point, they transform into a chronic hotbed of trouble for your entire system. Harmful oral bacteria and inflammatory byproducts don't stay put. They slip stealthily into your bloodstream, fueling the buildup of fatty atherosclerosis plaques along artery walls and priming the pump for unwanted clot formation. A neglected, inflamed mouth? It's literally setting the stage for a stroke, turning local issues into global threats. No tinfoil hat or conspiracy vibes required. This is straight from the annals of peer-reviewed gold. A landmark study from the American Stroke Association, tracking thousands of adults across decades and unveiled at their major 2025 conference, dropped absolute bombshells. Folks who flossed regularly slashed their risk of ischemic stroke, the most garden variety type, by a whopping 22%. And for cardioembolic strokes, those clots hitchhiking from the heart, the drop was an incredible 44%. Other robust research, including sweeping meta-analyses in the European Journal of Neurology, confirms the pattern without mercy. Having gum disease like periodontitis jacks up your stroke odds by more than 60%, with ties that run deep and undeniable. Your weapon of choice? Plain old dental floss, elevated to superhero status. Commit to it daily, whether you weave it into your morning brush or save it for evening wind down. Consistency is the magic ingredient that counts. Glide it tenderly between each tooth, almost like you're giving them a gentle hug. Dipping just a whisper under the gum line, without aggressive forcing to avoid irritation. Spot some initial bleeding? That's not a stop sign. It's your gums crying out for the care they've been craving, signaling active inflammation that needs tending. Push through with patience. As you build the habit, those gums strengthen, heal up, and the bleeding fades into memory. This unassuming routine serves as a stealthy, silent safeguard for your brain, working its wonders without fanfare. Sure, it doesn't erase every other risk factor on the board, but it plugs a massive, often overlooked gap in stroke prevention that's hiding in plain sight. Grab that floss today and start. Your brain's quiet, unsung hero awaits. There you have it, unpacked and ready for action. The 7 game-changing morning habits designed to bulletproof your brain against the silent thief of stroke. Quick to weave in, profoundly doable on even the busiest days. Hydrate deeply upon rising, move your body with gentle intention, monitor your pressure with vigilance, fuel with anti-inflammatory eats, pause for breath-centered calm, map those essential micro-movements, and guard your mouth like the gateway it is. They're far from magic wands, but rooted in 2025's cutting-edge research, They stack layer upon layer of defense against America's relentless fifth leading killer, claiming over 165,000 lives yearly. And there you have it, folks. The 7 neurologist-approved morning rituals that can transform your daily start into an unbreakable shield against stroke. From that first sip of water thinning your blood to the surprising floss that guards your gums and your gray matter alike. We've unpacked the science, shared the stories, and armed you with actionable steps that could add years of clarity, mobility, and joy to your life. So, tell me, what's the one key takeaway that's resonating with you right now? Have you spotted a sneaky habit in your routine that's begging for a tweak? Or maybe a fresh motivation to prioritize your brain health like never before? Drop it in the comments below. Share that one thing you've learned today and vow to weave into your mornings starting tomorrow. It could spark a chain reaction for you or someone watching. If this video hit home and lit a fire under you, please leave your comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more life-saving health hacks, straight from the experts. Your brain and your future self will thank you. See you in the next one. Stay vital.